Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is the fact that a lot of us are feeling the pinch, right? Especially when it comes to everyday living, our paychecks, everyday expenses, things like that. What just happened to me is one of my deep freezers just went, and it was my large deep freezer, and we have two deep freezers, one large and one medium one. And then of course, we have, the freezer that's attached to the refrigerator, right? And I'm like, oh my God, what are we going to do now? We have all this food, all these meats and vegetables and breads and butter and this and that, and we can't fit all this into the other freezer that's already packed. This freezer that's attached to the refrigerator is already packed. What the heck are we going to do? Sean says, I guess we're going to be blessing some of our neighbors with food today, aren't we? I said, yep. So that's what we did. We blessed our neighbors. And before you ask, well, why didn't you just pressure can it? Honestly, I don't have the money right now to go out and buy some, canning jars and stuff like that. We're feeling the pinch just like everybody else is. And many of us, we are suffering sharply from higher levels of financial anxiety as the economy takes a downturn. And I'm just like the rest of you. I don't have money in the bank. I'm not rich, and money is now the prime cause of stress for Americans. Personal finances have had a negative impact on mental health. Fears over high inflation, rising interest rates, and a pending recession have filtered down into everyday lives of millions of us still recovering from the disruptions caused by those lovely lockdowns that we were in, remember? And the American economy has been taking a hit over the past year, with many economists predicting that the situation will decline by the end of 2023. And as financial worries take hold of all of us, taxpayers, right? Feeling of stress, feeling of anxiety, worrisome thoughts, loss of sleep, depression, etc., etc. We have been caused by economic factors, right? This has all been caused by economic factors. And I don't care if you're low income, middle income, higher income. It doesn't matter what bracket, right, you're in. It doesn't matter what bracket. We're all feeling it. And, like I said, we just literally had to give away $500 in meats, maybe a little bit more, because we just didn't have the room. But at least I was able to bless my neighbors with it. So at least I took some of the financial strain off of them. But rest assured, we still have plenty to feed my family. So at least I'm not worried. I can still feed my family, and at least my neighbors can feed their families too, So the greatest cause of concern was inflation, right? Followed by rising interest rates, unstable finances, job security. Inflation remains the greatest source of financial anxiety since last year, with analysts expecting long-term negative impact on American consumers well after it reaches its peak. Meanwhile, money fears have worsened over the past year. And I know that Sean and I, we still live paycheck to paycheck. That doesn't change. I don't make what everybody thinks I make with YouTube. I really don't. Paying for everyday expenses was a great concern, right? The lack of emergency savings, right? Older Americans, women, and low earners were more likely to point to rising prices as a cause for money-related stress. Now, lower earning households, those with an annual household income below 50 grand, okay? They're more likely than the higher earning households with income above 100 grand to raise concerns. Often, lower income earners are working hourly wage jobs, which means that if they get sick or they can't work, they're not getting paid. They might be putting expenses on a high interest credit card. Yikes. But a lot of people live on credit nowadays. That's how they're getting by. I get it. The stakes are just literally so much higher because they don't have any financial cushion. A lot of us don't have financial cushion. Not anymore. When the pandemic hit, a lot of us, we lived on our savings, right? It's nothing to be ashamed of. But now trying to get that savings back and build it back up again, you know, believe me, I feel it too. So, anyway, I thought that this might be something to talk about, and I hope that you guys see that we're all in this together. I am the same as you, you know. I'm not some big money maker over here. I'm just a normal person too. Okay? All right, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.